The real Hulk is coming, and in none other than the potential rumored World War Hulk movie, which might showcase everything built up in the character and his resentment towards the people on Earth, as well as Bruce and his friend, and him being the more likable one out of the two. A fit of anger built up inside that could eventually tear up the entire planet, and us seeing just how powerful the Jade Giant can be. Recap: the behind-the-scenes rights issues are probably getting resolved, with Marvel Studios finally being able to make a standalone Hulk movie as they've gained the rights from Universal Pictures. These are just rumors and nothing has been officially confirmed, so take this information as lightly as possible as it's a subject of change, one that we could not want to witness. Hulk has been one of the core cast members of the MCU, however, he has yet to headline his move as part of MCU. For years now, Mark Ruffalo has talked about Universal Pictures and his unhappiness of where things are standing right and him not being able to star in the role in a movie where he's the lead character. Thus, taking the reports and claims of all the rights now belonging to Marvel, we're gonna move forward with the notion of a potential Hulk movie finally coming to the MCU. The character is one of the original 6 Avengers. He's been in the MCU for so long, we think it's finally time for him to be featured in his movie. He has even been cast in a supporting role in the form of the upcoming She-Hulk series on Disney+. His story has been told from many angles, one of which includes the events of Thor Ragnarok, a movie that saw him as a gladiator on planet Sakaar, the place where he went to after all of the damage he did to the world on Earth. Many characters of the MCU, one of the first ones, had their stories concluded by the end of Avengers Endgame. However, Hulk's story has always felt incomplete. Now, Bruce and Hulk might have reconciled their differences. In the likes of Smart Hulk, he was the one who managed to help out with the time travel side of things and snaps everyone back after all. The transformation and the combination of the bronze and the brain, as he likes to call it, happened off-screen, with the action scenes being more limited than what we expect. The rematch of Hulk vs. Thanos never took place, with his love story with Natalie never getting a real conclusion. Then again, the Marvel movies can't show everything happening. However, it seems like the character has not received the love we have for him and we want for him. But we think this is a subject of change, which will happen very soon if it even happens, as more and more rumors are suggesting that a World War Hulk movie is reportedly going to start production by the end of 2022. After the events of the Infinity Saga, we were not quite sure as to where the character will go next, and then we got the confirmation of the She-Hulk series coming to Disney+, which right off the bat suggested that he will at least have a cameo of sorts, if not more, a detail about the character that gave the fans hopes of his story not being over yet. Then we got the post-credit scene of Shang-Chi, a scene which showed that the Avengers organization is still very much alive, with Bruce Banner still part of it, now switched to his human form, for which we'll need to have additional information moving forward and how he was able to do it, especially after all the struggles we were able to see during the 2-part finale of MCU's Phase 3. And before we move forward about the movie and the additional information we managed to find about the potential upcoming movie, let's reflect upon what World War Hulk even means, and what's the narrative of the story there. World War Hulk explained. The World War Hulk storyline first appeared in the comics in 2007, which follows directly after the events of Planet Hulk, a storyline which was partially adapted in Thor Ragnarok. Furious with his banishment from the Illuminati, he comes back to Earth with a couple of Sakaran refugees known as the Warbound, seeking revenge. The storyline sees Hulk go toe-to-toe with the various members of the group, including Doctor Strange, Iron Man, and Mr. Fantastic. It's an epic comic book storyline that can easily be adapted for a live action, and now with the Illuminati already showcased in the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness trailer, the door might finally be open for a movie of the sort. One thing that we're worried about is the way how the World War Hulk storyline could tie into the events of MCU's Phase 4 and the upcoming She-Hulk series, but seeing Bruce Banner in human form in the Shang-Chi post-credits scene just goes to show off just how much we don't know about Marvel's current plans for the character, so anything is possible.
They're not vibranium. Chitauri?
Not like any alien tech I've seen.
The real Hulk. Over the years, Marvel has struggled with the rights to the character. However, with that now out of the equation, might finally get to see the real Hulk again. The one all of the fans around the world know from the comics. This Hulk personality we are talking about right now did not even have a role in the last Avengers movie, with the body being occupied by Bruce's consciousness, a long-term change. So far, the character has been put in the MCU on reverse. not at full capacity due to various reasons. However, this is all gonna change if the rumored movie releases, which is reportedly gonna go into development as soon as the late months of 2022, which could mean that the movie might even get 2023 or 2024 release. The movie could mark a return of the traditional Hulk. The story of World War Hulk even fits the particular version of Hulk. The movie will likely go with the childlike adaptation of the character we got in Thor Ragnarok and not the silent one who fights Abomination in the 2008 movie. The entire storyline of the potential movie will likely adapt Hulk's betrayal by his fellow people on Earth, with him declaring war on them moving forward. A story that could eventually benefit the character as he would be presented in the light many die-hard comic book fans know him in. We need comic book accurate Hulk. He's so much fun, not always in a good way, but a thrilling side of the character we're in desperate need of seeing. A story which could potentially take some hints from his appearance in the third Thor movie, a side of the character which has ultimately created in that particular movie. Most of the movies presented Hulk as the brute force jade giant he is. However, Thor Ragnarok presented a different side of the character, with him having childish tendencies, real feelings, and him becoming upset and offended on occasion. Hulk's resentment towards Banner and people liking to hang around with him more could be one of the factors for Hulk's war against humanity and the heroes of the MCU in World War Hulk. All in all, the emotions mentioned before might be the key to Hulk's crusade in World War Hulk, the storyline and the difference in character we were able to see with the insensitive comments given by Thor, a big part of the character and who he is. Which is also why we would understand if he feels like being stabbed in the back and abandoned by the Avengers, one of the things that could play a big part in why he's declaring war on Earth. The overwhelming anger these feelings could lead to might result in the MCU playing up to his reputation as the strongest one there is. As it stands right now, he is not declared as the most powerful hero in the MCU, but the perception of him will surely change if we get to see World War Hulk.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
On a related note, tell us down in the comments below what are your thoughts on the character, what are his highlights in the MCU according to you, and if World War Hulk movie is in development already, what are the things you would like to see unfold during of it? And also don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
And Hulk. Smash.